What time is it?
It's island time! Hey everybody, what time is it? There's no time like island time. Nobody is ahead, nobody's behind. Everything's fine on island time. And you'll be living on island time. Caribbean breezes blow through my mind. Where sand meets sea, that's where you'll find me. Oh, just living on island time. I'm living on island time. I may be late, but you know I'm trying to make the best of an uphill climb. There's just so much I can do to make it through. I'm living on island time. Being laid back is my only crime. Trying to find a little peace of mind. Living on island time.
Here we are from the north coast of America, everybody, on the campus, the very empty campus of Baldwin Wallace University. It's DK, it's Dennis King. It is the Island Time Radio Show. How's everybody doing tonight? And here we are. This is our second week doing the show since this pandemic has gripped the nation. I'll tell you what, these are bad times, folks, but we're going to try to make the best of it again with some great music and positive vibrations and all that kind of good stuff. And we got a couple of great guests coming up tonight on the show. We got Jon Burns checking in. He's going to talk about the Trop Rock Music Association's effort to help out the artists who are really hurting right now because, you know, that's what our show's all about, independent, for the most part, independent Trop Rock artists. And they don't get to play right now. And if there's anything good about this, they've been all over the internet. We've been watching internet shows, you know, from their houses or wherever it may be. But it obviously isn't quite the same as playing live and making some good bread. So we're going to talk to Jon about that. And then a little bit later on, we have tonight a very special guest on the show. The original, I'm talking number one, the original parrothead, Scott Nickerson. He's the guy from Atlanta, Georgia, who started the whole Parrothead Club phenomena. Jimmy Buffett may have, you know, made Parrotheads happen, obviously, but Scott's the one that really got it organized. And it's been Parrothead madness with Parrothead clubs all over the place ever since. So we'll talk to him about that and his long, illustrious career. He was with A1A, of course, Jeff Pike in the band, and he's doing some things now. So we'll talk to Scott also. Let's get to things, though. I dug out a classic. I was talking recently, I said one of the advantages of doing a Trop Rock show for 20 years is we got archive music that we can go back 20 years and pull out a classic that we haven't played in ages. And I found this one just last night. Key West, the band. Jerry Diaz was in this group. And I'm looking at this picture. Jerry, by the way, happens to be like almost my exact same age. So I'm looking at this picture, and it's a very young Jerry Diaz in the band. Key West, the band. Mike Barnett, I believe, was the lead singer. Let's do it. This is a classic from that Gulf Coast Days album, one of the first Trop Rock CDs we ever had got to play here on the show many years ago. This is Sail Away. Starting things off tonight. Thanks, everybody, for joining us. It should be fun tonight on Island Time.
Sail away, hop on a boat and just sail away, down to the tropics where people say life is happy always. I'm gonna sail away, find me a boat and just sail away, down to the islands where people play, and life is happy always. I don't know what tomorrow brings, but I know yesterday. Don't have no gold or diamond rings, but I won't need them anyway. I'm gonna sail away, hop on a boat down for so long now. Too many dues to pay. I'm gonna kick these blues somehow and I'll be on my way. I'm gonna sail away, hop on a boat and just sail away, down to the tropics where people say life is happy always. I'm gonna sail away, find me a boat and just sail away, down to St. Martin where people say life is happy always. The sun is shining all day. Wish I was leaving today. Ah, let's sail away, Key West. Somebody get that main and mizzen sail. Get that stack of mail out of my way. Hey, Irv, where are my Buffett tapes anyway? I'm out of here.
Kids are building castles in the sand. Everybody's getting the suntan. There's a tropical breeze and water that's crystal clear. On this dot on the map, where it's summertime all year. They're throwing a frisbee back and forth, running and riding them boogie boards. There's a white sailboat sitting out past the pier. We're kicking it back where it's summertime all year. Then it's all sun till the moon shines and it's 2 for 1. Girls to guys at a party that never ends or runs out of beer. Oh, wish I could stay here where it's summertime all year. There's a cover band down of Senior Frogs playing them old Jimmy Buffett songs. It's margarita music to my ears, and it never gets old every summertime all year. Yeah, it's all sun till the moon shines and it's 2 for 1. Girls to guys at a party that never ends or runs out of beer. Oh, wish I could stay right here where it's summertime all year. And no worries, no cares, no clock to punch down here. Well, why would I leave? Well, I'd be insane. 'Cause it's all sun till the moon shines and it's 2 for 1. Girls to guys at a party that never ends or runs out of beer. Oh, wish I could stay here where it's summertime all year. Oh, wish I could stay right here where it's summertime all year.
I took my friend down to the meeting of the minds. He said everybody sure looks like they're having a good time. One heck of a party, everybody's got a drink in their hand. I said there's more to it than that, let me help you understand. Let me tell you what a parrothead can do. If there's a good cause, they will see it through. It might be out there right now cleaning up some beach, or walking many miles to bring the cure to cancer within reach. Parrotheads join together decades ago. Bubba's music at the helm of another sold-out show. Scott Nickerson and his friends put together a club to do good work for the world. Jimmy's music they did love. Let me tell you what a parrothead can do. Street cleanups, relay for life, and bird rescue. Shoes for the children, and save the manatee. Telethons and parrot prayers for you and me. Parrot heads join together. Parrot heads, raise your hands high. Parrot heads in any kind of weather. Hand in hand, together we'll fly. Parrot heads join together. Parrot heads, raise your hands high. Parrot heads in any kind of weather. Hand in hand, together we'll fly. In any kind of weather, hand in hand, together we'll fly. Parrot heads, join together. Parrot heads, raise your hands high. Parrot heads, in any kind of weather, hand in hand, together we'll fly. Parrot heads, together we'll fly.
Great song right there. Jimmy Pappas and Parrotheads. Together We Fly. Before that, we had Joe Diffie, who just passed away. Sad, tragic news. Country artist, very well known. That was the one trop song that we, summertime song, if you will, that we would play on the show. Summertime All Year from Joe, who is another victim of the virus. Just so terrible news. Key West, the band, started things off with a very young Jerry Diaz. As I looked at Jerry's picture, I said, man, he looks awful young then. I thought, well, I'm his same age, so I guess I was too. But that's from the early days of the show and Sail Away. That song, by the way, Jimmy Pappas' song, mentioned Scott Nickerson, who started the whole Parrothead Club thing many years ago. We have him on the show coming up in just a little while, so stick around for that. But right after this quick break, we're going to talk to Jon Burns about the Trop Rock Music Association's effort to help artists out in these awful times we are living in right now. And we will talk to John. He's down in Kemah, Texas. Right after this quick break, it is Island Time on the Sting. Thanks so much for tuning in tonight, everybody. Check out our website when you get a chance, itrshow.com.
Bye-bye, Miss American Pie.
Labor Day weekend 2020, the Island Fever Showcase, the iconic Surf Ballroom, a moment you'll never forget. Make sure you are a part of it. Go to islandfevershowcase.com today and make your plans to be part of Trop Rock history. That's islandfevershowcase.com.
We have our party page on Facebook, folks. It's called Island Time Radio Show, Monday Nights Live. And we have the best party situation we ever had last week. So I never saw so many people in the room. It probably has something to do with the isolation thing, perhaps. But anyway, join the party. Check it out if you're not already a member. Island Time Radio Show, Monday Nights Live. We're going to go down to Kemah, Texas right now, talk to one of the big-time parrotheads in the parrothead world, Jon Burns. Jon, how are you?
I'm good, Dennis. How are you doing?
Not too bad, considering everything that's going on, but welcome to the show.
I'm glad to be here. Thank you for having me on.
Absolutely. We wanted to touch base on the Trop Rock Music Association Artist Relief Foundation, which is so important for the musicians right now. Tell us all about it.
Yeah, so I'm a member of the TRMA board. One of our goals this year was to establish this relief fund. It was something we've been planning for a while, and we kind of envisioned it as the Trop Rock specific version of the Fin Fund that the parrothead clubs have to help out parrotheads.
Yes.
When they're in times of need. And that's kind of what we had. We were thinking when somebody gets their van broke into and their gear gets stolen, or they get in a car wreck and can't perform for a couple months, that kind of stuff.
Right.
And like I said, it was on our radar for this year, but then the COVID-19 situation hit, and all of our artists are all out of work at once. So we kind of, we were like, we got to make this happen right now. And it may not be perfect,
Yeah.
and it may not be what we want it to be long term, but right now we're just trying to raise money, get this thing funded so we can start sending the money out to the artists that need it.
It's got to be an incredible task. I mean, where do you begin? Who gets the first money, and how does that work?
Well, as of a couple of days ago, last time I got an update from Mark Friedman, we had already raised over $7,000 into the fund.
That's awesome.
So that's a great start. But I've been kind of making a point to challenge all the parrothead clubs. The parrothead clubs do so much work. They put on so many great events, raise so much money for dozens or hundreds of great causes, millions of dollars a year. If every parrothead club, there's over 200 of them, if every parrothead club donated $250 to this artist relief fund,
wow,
we would have $50,000 right off the bat,
right?
Which would do a whole lot for our artists, and probably put us in a good position going forward long term after we get past this COVID-19 thing. So that's really what I've kind of been pushing. I know a lot of people have made individual donations and stuff like that, but I'm like, man, if those 200 parrothead clubs got behind this, and it doesn't even take all of them. If they all do an average of $250,
yeah, we'd
have a good chunk of money we can start giving to the artists. So that's my challenge for the parrothead club leaders out there, presidents, vice presidents, treasurers. I hope you're listening.
There you go. If not, we're going to send them an email tomorrow. I'll tell you what.
Well, that's right. So, and I do want to say that we have an application process. We started receiving applications the last day or two. So we are looking at them and trying to make a determination, who needs help right now, who needs help next month,
yeah,
and who doesn't necessarily need help because they have a day job or they have a spouse that makes really good income,
right.
Those kind of decisions. So
it's all tax deductible, all the donations. And where can folks do this?
TropRock.org, that's the official website of the TRMA, and then there's a artist relief tab. You can click on that, and all the information is there, all the donation buttons is there, and the application is there for the artist.
And I imagine it's real simple, just a couple clicks and you're all set.
That's right, a couple clicks, and you can donate. You got to download an application and fill it out and send it in if you're an artist, but it shouldn't take anybody more than a few minutes to get it done, whether you're looking to donate or looking to receive as an artist.
Let's help out the Trop Rock artists. Musicians everywhere are hurting, but Trop Rock is what we do here, so check it out. Real quick, before we let you go, tell folks about what the association is, and for those who aren't familiar and that kind of thing.
So the Trop Rock Music Association has been around in some form or fashion since 2005. It was founded as the Margarita Mafia. But its purpose is to really advance trop rock music as a genre, get it national recognition from people outside the parrothead trop rock community, radio stations, record labels, that kind of stuff, who are outside of our community. We're trying to grow the genre by bringing new people in, and putting it in front of people who can make it bigger. And it's already pretty good, but we want to make it bigger and better.
That's awesome. And I've, from my position, I've watched this just explode, and it still is getting bigger, believe it or not, all these years later. So it's a great thing. So check out and get your membership in. There's a few levels, depending on how much goodies you want. You could get a shirt if you donate more or whatever, but it's troprock.org.
That's right. And we'd love to have everybody be a member, whether they're an artist or a fan.
It's a great thing you got going, John. Good luck, and we'll try to spread the word here as much as we can on Island Time.
All right, Dennis. Thank you, and congratulations on a really, really long run on the radio. You've been doing this for a long time.
20 years. Do you believe that? Unbelievable.
That's pretty crazy. I thought it was longer than that, to be honest with you. So.
Well, it's 20 years and 3 months now.
Oh, there you go. So, thank you for your time, Dennis.
Hope to see you at one of the events this year, maybe Meeting of the Minds or Iowa or wherever you may be down the road.
I will be at both those, so yes. Hope
Beautiful.
to see you then. We'll have a drink. So.
Beautiful, John. All right. Fins up. Thanks so much.
Thanks, Dennis.
That is Jon Burns from the TRMA, Trop Rock Music Association. And check out that artist relief. It is troprock.org/artist relief. We're going to have the original Parrothead. And what I mean by that is the guy who started the Parrothead Clubs. He started it in Atlanta, Georgia. And not only that, he's a musician. He's got a great history with the A1A, and he's been doing some musical things recently. We're going to talk about all that stuff in a few minutes. Scott Nickerson will join us right here on Island Time for the very first time, by the way, in the history of the show. We got Scott Nickerson on, for crying out loud. All right, so stick around for that. This is Jimmy Buffett. I heard I was in town. It's Island Time.
Came to see friends, walk old streets again, grab a bite and a beer by the sea. It caught my attention. The old town has grown. That's why I came along. I've been treated well. I raised all kinds of hell. When a full tank is only a fin. Ain't it quite funny how things turn around? I heard I was in town. Madman in a pickup truck. So many years ago. Changes have come like the storms of the season. The time here still moves slow. Ask the old joints, my favorite haunts. We'd stay for 12 or 10. Ain't it quite funny? Word gets around. I heard I was in town. I was a madman in a pickup truck so many years ago. Changes have come like the storms of the seasons. Time here still moves slow. Came to see friends, walk old streets again, maybe strike up a tune with the moon. Don't it seem funny? Word gets around. I heard I was in town. Ain't it quite funny? Word gets around. I heard I was in town.
I was cruising down the Lido, soaking in the perfect day. I didn't speak no Spanish, sea, shot up tequila or 3. I'll be feeling right as the day turns to night. I'll be through toasting you when this evening is through. I'll be drifting on island time. Ship happens, somebody throw me a line. I was minding my own mind, just chilling on the esplanade. Sun became the moon as the steel drums began to play. I wasn't looking for romance, but isn't that what they all say? Life is way too short, love can always be a sport, so what the hell, let that drummer play. I'll have some rum by the sea, shot up tequila or 3. I'll be feeling right as the day turns to night. I'll be through toasting you when this evening is through. I'll be drifting on island time. Shit happens, somebody throw me a line. Home port, and the blue skies have all turned to gray. Seems I can't find my passport, so it looks like I'm here to stay. When I roll up my windows, driving through the streets of town, my mind slips away. I crank up that buffet, and then the sun is shining down. Some rum by the sea, shot up tequila or 3. I'll be feeling right as the day turns to night. I'll be through toasting you when this evening is through. I'll be drifting on island time. Shit happens, somebody throw me a line. Shit happens, somebody throw me a line.
I always love that song, Ship Happens, from 2003, A1A, Jeff Pike and the band. And I talked to Jeff Pike last night, and he kind of clued me in on the songs that Scott Nickerson was more involved with. So I'm going to try to feature that here for the next few minutes. We're going to have Scott on the telephone here very soon. We're going to have tonight very special guest on the show. I'm very excited about this. And Linda Robb out there in Wisconsin way. She's been helping me with promotions on the show lately. I got to thank her on the air because she helped me get this interview. And we've never had Scott Nickerson on the show, so we're very excited. The original parrothead is with us from Atlanta, Georgia tonight. Scott, are you there?
I'm here. How are you doing, Dennis?
I'm doing great. Welcome to Island Time.
I appreciate you having me tonight.
Awesome.
Have a good time here tonight. We're having some fun tonight.
Of course.
Stuck inside for 2 weeks already, and so we're just
this is only 2 weeks.
Having a little funny things to drink tonight.
There you go. What are we going to be like after 5 weeks? Yeah, it's I shudder to think.
I know. Well, you know what? We're doing what we have to do, and I have my almost 12-year-old son. His birthday is coming up on the 7th of April. He's a good kid, and he's I'm learning a lot of things that I forgot about in trying to teach him school at home.
Right.
But it's going well, and he's doing well. So
you got a little bit more.
Good.
You got a little bit more time. That's Alexander, correct?
Yep, that's right.
There we
It's
go.
spelled kind of funny, but he's adopted from Kazakhstan, and that was the way that the translator I had out there told me that to spell his name translated to English would spell like that. So that's the way it was. Yeah, Aleksandir.
There we go.
Yep.
So, Scott, we're going to talk about what you're doing currently, but let's go back to your history a little bit because you have such an amazing history. Folks, they kind of know the story of how parrotheads happen. People started dressing up at the show, and Timothy Schmidt made a comment in Cincinnati and all that. But the Parrothead Club phenomena, where it really got organized and people started getting together and actually having fun together in an organized manner and raising money for people and all that. That started with you personally. You were the first one in Atlanta. Tell us a little bit about that, how that happened.
Yeah, it's just about, I guess I'm one of these people that's kind of has always carved my own way in social world and doing things I like to do. And I kind of took this from, the fact that I love Jimmy Buffett's music and the lifestyle that, everybody knows is related to it. But the other thing that's equally important to me was doing something good for the community. And back then, Jimmy was the president of the Save the Manatee Club, and he was doing a lot of little things to help with, keys, key deer, all kind of stuff. I'll go down a list.
Yeah.
And I thought, I'm not really interested in starting a fan club, but I like to make new friends that do things that I like to do similar interests, and also were interested in doing something good for the place to live in. And it was just that simple to me. I didn't know it was a float or a flop, but it apparently went really well. And long story short, they put a little plug in the Coconut Telegraph about what was happening in Atlanta. And, of course, I worked with Jimmy's business people to make it legit and had to sign all kinds of papers with his attorneys right in Atlanta. So they met with me and had me sign everything to keep Jimmy from having liability to it.
Yeah, right.
But he was supporting us doing what we did. And later on, when I was the co-founder of A1A, the Jimmy Buffett Tribute Show, Jimmy's people knew about that, and they also supported us doing what we did. And that was a big shot in the arm, too. But anyway, to go back to the clubs, when they put a plug in the Coconut Telegraph about us and told the world they could call me, and my phone number was on that thing to start a club, my phone started ringing off the hook. And it's kind of a funny story out there about, 2 months, all the phone calls. This was back in the day we didn't have any cell phones.
Right, or no internet. We had internet, but it was just in the beginning days. Yeah.
Right. And when you're making long-distance calls, your phone bill goes through the roof.
Oh, yeah.
And it's funny. I don't think I've ever told anybody this, but at that time, Sunshine Smith was Jimmy's personal assistant.
Okay.
Long before Mike Ramos. Anyway, both great people, but Sunshine was the one who really supported my efforts to put this club together in Atlanta and wanted to, help other people that might be interested in forming a chapter. So I told her, I said, my phone bill is going through the roof. And they sent me $1,500 cash in a FedEx envelope to pay for my phone bill. That's how crazy it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, but anyway, it's just funny that over the years I can't even tell you how many clubs chapters formed in this first year, but it seemed to double every year for quite a while, till now it's everywhere all over the the country and different places in Europe and Canada and everywhere else. So I just never had a dream.
It's amazing. It really is amazing.
Never
You were definitely onto
believed
something
that
there.
we do this.
Yeah. International.
30 years later, here we are.
30 years later. And it's everywhere, and they're still going strong. A lot of them are going strong, and Atlanta has always been a great one, right? Always been a great club.
Yeah, I mean, I've been gone from there for 20 years. I lived on the coast of North Carolina. I've been here right out about 20 years. But Atlanta is still, of course, I'm good friends with a lot of people there that have been there since we started that chapter. And, it's a different time, but everybody seems to be into it. I went there for the 30-year reunion and played some music with Jim Aspel and the Tropicaholics, which I loved, and my old partner, Jeff Pike and A1A. We did a little show. We got rained out in the middle of the night, but that's another story. But anyway, it was nice to see all these people. A lot of people I haven't seen in a long time.
You were into music as a kid. I was reading about your history, and you learned to play the piano and drum lessons, right? And
yeah, that's true. My parents made me take piano for the sake of having some music theory behind me. But you care about music theory when you're 5 and 6 years old.
Yeah.
I'm glad I did it, but I don't remember a whole lot about that part of it. That's what they insisted I do before they will let me take drum lessons. So the time I was 8 years old, I took drum lessons, private lessons for at least 3 years, and then, of course, later on I got in marching band and stage band with junior high through college. And I started having bands of my own for the time I was 15 years old, and actually started making money playing music when I was pretty young. Too young to be in bars. I had to get
as a 15-year-old.
They had to kind of slick me in the door, but it worked out okay.
Well, you ended up in a lot of bands, but the one that obviously got our attention here 20 plus years, whenever it was, 20 years ago, is A1A.
It was older than it. Yeah, it was more than 20 years ago.
Oh, yeah, it was late 90s.
I mean,
right?
It's funny to think about this, but it's been like 15 years that I've been out.
Yeah.
I had major surgery. I had a brain tumor removed, and first day of recovery, I had a stroke, and it really messed me up.
Wow.
I don't talk about it a whole lot, but that's what happened. And anyway, long story short, I kind of was out of the music business for a while,
right.
And this is it. But I got back into it. I was just lucky. I really was blessed that it got, was able to be able to speak again. I couldn't say anything you would understand for months after I got that stroke.
Wow.
The stroke happened before they reached to get the tumor out and got it out. It wasn't cancer or anything, but still they had to go so far in to get it out. They couldn't give me the blood thinners.
Right.
Which you usually do to keep your a clot. Well, I got the clot, so that's why I got the stroke. Anyway, but I've been blessed to be as healthy as I am now. I have no problems, no issues, nothing. And,
that is fantastic. And I know that you had a reunion with Jeff last year. I was a witness to that at Music on the Bay. That was phenomenal. We're going to
do it again.
You're going to do it again?
By the way.
Okay.
Yeah, we're playing that throwback Shell Beach party in Myrtle Beach. The next one, and they hired us to do our old show. This is two of us.
Awesome.
And that's going to be fun. Yeah, we're both excited about it.
That's awesome. I have been to that event. That's a great one. Hey, Scott, if you could...
Jeff is a brother to me. For a while we didn't have anything much to do with each other. It's just, the water goes under the bridge, and now I have so much respect for him, and he did so much for me to
awesome.
Invite me to become a partner with him in A1A when we did that. And I tell you what, I wouldn't trade that for anything in the world.
I imagine.
Anyway, Jeff, I know you're listening, but that's not why I said it.
Jeffy Pike.
He's a great guy, and I really appreciate him, and I want him to know that.
Absolutely. He's become a good friend of mine as well over the years. We've known each other so many years. I'm going to take you back, if you can hang with us a few more minutes, because I want to touch on what you're doing, what you're doing these days is what I'm trying to say. But we're going to go back, play a little music from those A1A days. This is from the live album with the fantastic album cover. You know which one I'm talking about. It's called A1A Live, and this is Jackson Police.
We're going to let Scotty sing a song for you now. Little team by Greg Fingers Taylor, friend of ours and sometime part-time member of A1A when he has the time. Here's one from his album, Chest Pains. Been a real popular song this week for us. The locals seem to love it, so Scotty might change the words. Sorry, Greg, little tune called Jackson Police, but tonight you never can tell. It might be the Red Wing Police.
Well, I love pretty woman who came till I went. I attempted suicide, but the barrel was bent. Gave my confession to a Tibetan priest. But you ain't done nothing till you kicked in the head by the Jackson police. Well, I went to the Mississippi River and I watched it flow. Went to the mountain, felt the wind blowing. I dropped my anchor down in the guts of the sea. But you ain't done nothing till you kicked in the head by the Jackson police. Well, I've flirted with danger ever since I was 3. Let short fuse cherry bombs right between my teeth. I let my fingers caress some curves. That's just one thing that I never will learn. Better listen, mister. You better listen good. If you ever get to heaven, you better knock on wood and pray the gate ain't guarded by the JPD. 'Cause you ain't done nothing till you kicked in the head by the Jackson police. No, you ain't done nothing till you kicked in the head by the Jackson police. That's why a tough guy didn't do it.
Scott Nickerson, give it up one time.
That is amazing. Awesome.
It's been a long time since I heard that song.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Harp on that one, Scott. And good.
Well, thanks, man.
Great vocals, too. Yeah. Scott.
Yeah, back in the day.
Yes, indeed. I think that was recorded for the Minnesota Parrotheads back in the day, late 90s or something like that.
Yeah, that's right. They were talking about what team was he talking about? Yeah, it was neat. We recorded most of that up there, Minneapolis, and the other place we recorded was in Rhode Island.
Oh, really?
Of course, we tried to make it look that was one show, but it was actually two shows we put together. Yeah. We had Fingers Taylor played on 2 or 3 songs on that album.
Oh, that's
and
right.
That was when we were in Rhode Island. He came and played with us that night, and we had some really good couple of good songs that he wanted to record and gave us
I think
signed off to have it on there. So it was just nice.
I believe Jeff Pike told me the story that you guys got snowed in Minneapolis for that during that. Yeah. So you had to hang out with
we
Parrotheads.
had that happen a couple of times.
Yeah.
We played all kinds of places up in the north. Just people that knew us in that area. Friends of friends. And I tell you what, the experiences I had there was fun. It was great people.
That's unbelievable. All right, I want to touch a little bit on what's going on now. You've kind of got back into music in recent years, and I've been hearing that you're doing some things with, like Steve Hopper, for example, right?
Yeah, he's a great guy, man. He's this incredible guy, and he and I hooked up a while back and started just doing some duo stuff, and it worked out for him and to do that. And then he invited me to play with him and his band in Alabama for like a Christmas party for Parrotheads there, and that worked out so well that I'm really thankful that he's able to use me when I'm available. And I was working for a hospital for 6 years, and I was able to get out of that situation on good terms. But I was able to find a way to go back to the music business, and got with an attorney and started an LLC, Thunderfoot LLC. That's my son's nickname in soccer.
Okay.
Thunderfoot.
Okay.
So anyway, that's my LLC now, and I'm just I've set up a studio so I can do some drum tracks. If people can use me doing that, or basically harmonicas or vocals, whatever they need. And I just got this set up, and Steve came here in North Carolina to stay for a week and help me understand this new recording equipment that I have.
Okay.
But, we built a studio. It's not anything big, but it's, this outlet for doing tracks and anything else, help people with whatever project they want me to help them with, play on. And I'm playing with Steve every chance I get. We're trying to work out a schedule so we can play together, even though he's basically in the Memphis area, and here I am down in South North Carolina,
right,
on the coast. But also, Jim Aspel so kind enough to include me in a lot of things they're doing.
Okay.
And matter of fact, I even got a call from my old friend Jerry Giaz, asked me to play drums with his band.
Well,
for that same thing, that Throwback Shell Beach party.
Okay.
Apparently, he didn't have a drummer for that gig, and asked me if I would do it. And of course, I said, "Yeah, you bet."
That is fantastic.
His old friend, I love to play with him, so I'm looking for that. So I just hope this is just a beginning to get back and playing this sub work. It turns out that I end up being in the band or a duo or trio or whatever.
Yeah.
Great. But I'm just putting my name out there as people want me as a drummer, percussionist, harmonica player, back around and both of us, whatever. I'm ready to go now because I'm doing it full time.
That's awesome.
But yeah, it's nice to have the studio here, so I have a place to practice
Scott,
every day. And believe it or not, I'm taking guitar lessons again too.
Oh, really?
I know a lot of people don't even know that I do play guitar, but I've never played out in front of anybody before. But I'm working on that now too. So just having fun. You know what? I'm 62 years old and trying to enjoy the time I can to do all this. And I'm just really happy that everything is working out the way it is.
That's
I've had
awesome.
a lot of help from excellent people that are, want to, I got friends I call my cheerleaders.
Yeah.
Really have been inspiring and helpful, and I can't thank them enough for things they've done for me.
That's awesome. So Scott Nickerson is available, folks. Drums, percussion, harmonica. He's free. Give him a call. And I can't wait to hear some.
That's right.
I can't wait to hear some of the music that you put together, maybe with Steve Hopper or Jim Asbell. That we would love to play that here on the show.
Yeah, I think Steve is a great guy. When he was here, we went to a bar one night, just have a drink, and we're talking to the bartender was actually one of the owners of the place.
Okay.
We said, we're just looking for a place to play. Well, my friend Steve is here. And he said, come in and play tomorrow night. And we did. And it was awesome just to walk in the place and play. And local people here that know me were there, just loved it. And so, we know that we have something special going on here. And it would be fun if we were able to do it more often. So
I know
I'm
Steve.
very, very happy to be that.
I know Steve also. He's a super guy. He
is. And he's listening tonight, too.
Fins up, Steve Hopper. And one other little really cool musical moment that I witnessed this as well. I was there 2015. You played drums for Buffett and the Coral Reefers when he showed up at Meeting of the Minds, right?
Yeah, you know the story, don't you?
No, tell me the story.
Well, they did that. Well, I'm going to make it short. Some guys approached me, 6 or 7 years ago. They were doing a documentary on parrotheads.
Oh,
and
right,
that's
right.
what it's called.
Right.
The parrothead documentary.
Yes.
And of course, I went to Mike Ramos, Jimmy's right-hand man, to see how that fit about me getting involved in that. And basically, they said, if you think they're the real deal, go ahead and do it. But when it's over, let us make sure they can let us see the basic editing before they produce it, put it out there.
Right.
And I did that. And the end of the movie was me playing with Jerry and Sonny Jim, and I could go down and list all the rock people that came to play at the Bull in Key West.
Okay.
And that's the end of the movie. And Jimmy and Mike called me one night and said, what are you doing in 2 weeks? I said, I don't have any plans. What's up? He said, the Meeting of the Minds. Where are you going? I said, I wasn't planning to. He said, well, you need to plan to it now. And I said, Jimmy hates the end of the movie, and he wants you to play with him.
Oh, wow.
He wants that to be the end of the movie. And that is exactly how it all happened.
Wow.
Jimmy's idea was, he thought the movie was good, but he thought the ending sucked. He said, I want you to come play with me, Margaritaville, on drums. And I said, he knows me as a harmonica player. He said, no, he watched the movie.
Okay.
You can tell you were a drummer all your life, and he wants you to play drums with it because he feels like you know what you're doing. So don't mess it up.
That's awesome.
I said, I won't, and I hope I didn't. But anyway, it was fun. It was the most fun in the world. But I didn't know till 2 weeks before it happened
Wow.
that it was going to happen, and they were going to film it to go in the movie. And if you saw the movie, there's a lot of Jimmy talking to interviewer. Well, of course, you don't see the interview, but you see Jimmy talking.
Right.
He gave them 45 minutes at one of his homes off the island somewhere outside of Key West.
Yeah.
They told me they had to go there by boat. Not exactly know where it was, but he said they were told him they were going to get the director was going to get like 15 minutes, and they gave him 45.
Wow.
So yeah, it was neat that Jimmy was into it, and of course, then he offered to put it on his record label, Mailboat Records,
Yes.
and be in charge of the distribution. So that really was a game changer for everybody. But it was neat the way that worked out. I mean, that was, something I never dreamed that would happen. It was as fun in the way it did. So here we are.
That is awesome. I have seen that movie. I have to play that again. I haven't seen that in a while, but I do remember you being very much in that movie. Yeah, absolutely. So check it out. It's called the Parrothead movie, I believe it's called.
Yeah, it's called the Parrothead documentary.
Documentary.
And you can still get it almost everywhere.
Yeah.
But they had it on Netflix for 3.5 years, and they dropped it. But it's everywhere. I know it's on that YouTube, all kinds of places.
Right.
But anyway,
Absolutely.
I think it's told a decent story about it anyway. I mean, so much you could do in an hour and a half.
Exactly.
But I think they did a pretty young guys that have done documentaries in Hollywood before. Some different things. They've done a really good job with everything. But that one, I thought it would. Despite the fact that I was in it.
Especially
pretty good job.
Especially for folks who aren't familiar with our Trop Rock Parrothead world. That's a great documentary to check out. Hey, Scott Nickerson, this has been a total treat having you on. I don't know why it took us 20 years, but I'm glad we finally got you on the show. Thanks so much.
Man, I appreciate it, buddy. Boy, I can tell you. It's been a joy for me to be here. Thank you so much.
And let's not make it 20 years. Let's do it again sometime down the road.
Hey, anytime you want. Anytime.
All right.
I'm free. Just give me a call.
I know you're working on a website. We'll get that information on the air. But fins up, and thanks so much for taking a little time tonight.
You bet, buddy.
All right.
Take care.
Fins up to the original.
Take care.
All right, you too. The original Parrothead, Scott Nickerson, right here on Island Time. We're going to play a couple more tracks, old A1A tracks where Scott was involved. I even consulted with Jeff Pike last night to make sure I had the right songs I was playing. This is another one from the live album, Some White People Can Dance, live on Island Time. Thanks so much to Scott. That was fun. Scott Nickerson on Island Time.
They live by the river where the muddy water can't be controlled. Now it's a treat to beat your feet on a hot, steamy street, and the music is a part of the soul. Now they ain't on narcotics, they're just in a trance. Strange as it seems, in Red Wing or New Orleans, some white people can dance. Yeah! Now one more ICO, one more ICO, one more ICO tonight. I said one more ICO, me oh my God, gonna make everything alright. One more ICO, put you in a trance. I said Uncle ICO, me oh my God, some white people can dance. Now I don't know what happened. Woo! I'm not too sure what it means.
talking about? Give it up one more time.
There you go. Scott Nickerson, Jeff Pike together, and back in the day with A1A Live. That is Some White People Can Dance. And thank you so much to Scott Nickerson. A very special interview on our show. First time ever on Island Time. Thanks so much. The original parrothead right here. Do you believe that?
Yeah, we're gonna do a little cut time boogie woogie right now.
In F, all right.
Shim sham shimmy. Yeah, they're doing the shim sham shimmy. They're doing the shim sham shimmy. Yeah, they're doing the shim sham shimmy. Yeah, they're doing the shim sham shimmy. Shake it all night long. Oh yeah. Well, baby, I'll take Amy, you take Sue. We're gonna get kind of funky before the night is through. Doing the shim sham shimmy. Yeah, we're doing the shim sham shimmy. Ooh, we're doing the shim sham shimmy. Shake it all night long. Oh yeah. Loosen up that tie. Hang on to your skirt. We're gonna get down slow. We're gonna get down in the dirt. We're doing the shim sham shimmy. Ooh, we're doing the shim sham shimmy. Yeah, we're doing the shim sham shimmy. Shake it all night long. Oh
genre referred to as trop rock. They will sing about pretty girls, white sand and cold beers all day long. But here's what they don't tell you in a trop rock song. You're closer to the sun when you're at the equator. So if you lay out like alligator, make sure you put on sunscreen first. If you tan too much, you'll look like leather purse. It's humid as hell, I'm eating soggy burrito. I'm sweating my ass off, getting bit by mosquitoes. The girls look hot in their string bikinis, but they pay no attention to me. Ooh, me, oh my, my. Here's a little taste of island life. Ooh, me, oh my, my. These are the things they don't tell you in a trop rock song. Buying home here seems great to tourists, but make sure you get good insurance. Keep your eyes out for signs of rain. It's all sunshine and rainbows till there's hurricane. Driving 35 is such a downer, but I'm stuck on two-lane road behind out-of-towners. They say somewhere it's 5 o'clock, but here it's 8 a.m. and you're an alcoholic. Well, ooh, me, oh my, my. Here's a little taste of island life. Ooh, me, oh my, my. These are the things they don't tell you in a trop rock song. A pina colada costs $10 a piece. Drink it too fast and I got brain freeze. But if I drink it slow, it will melt in my cup. Is there even booze in this stuff? Been single for years and I want it to end, but every guy has dated one of my friends. Can't find one to date, I can't find one to cuddle. In the islands, our dating pool is a puddle. Well, ooh, me, oh my, my. Here's a little taste of island life. Ooh, me, oh my, my. These are the things they don't tell you in a trop rock song. There's certain words you always hear in trop rock songs, like sunsets, margaritas, beaches, and rum. Don't get me wrong, all those things are nice, but it ain't always perfect in paradise. Ooh, me, oh my, my. You're a late jerk if you're on island time. Ooh, me, oh my, my. These are the things they don't tell you in a trop rock song. Oh, 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 eh, eh, eh. Oh, 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 eh, eh, eh. Oh, 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 eh, eh, oh. These are the things they don't tell you in a trop rock song.
Brand new artist to Island Time. She's from Florida Way, as you might have guessed from the lyrics of that song. That is Lee Guest, and the CD is called 42 Bridges, and we just heard Trop Rock. Lee telling us the other side of the Trop Rock, the stuff that doesn't normally get mentioned in the Trop Rock songs about living in FLA. And let's see, we also had A1A. We had one more live track from featuring Scott Nickerson's fantastic harmonica there, Shim Sham Shimmy, and that is from the A1A Live album. And it's got a great album cover. If you've never seen it, look it up. I think it should be on the internet. A1A Live. And this is something I wanted to throw in there, and I forgot to do it, but this was the intro to the band back in the day.
We are A1A! My name is Jeff A. This is Scott A. And we are here to you today to play some Jimmy Buffet!
There you go. The official intro with Scott Nickerson and Jeff Pike back in the day. DK, Dennis King on duty. having a good time on Island Time tonight. It is our pandemic show number 2 or whatever it is, 2 or 3. It sucks. I mean, I'll be honest with you. This is awful what's going on right now. But we have one little thing. We can all get together on the internet and either watch live music or maybe tonight listen to Island Time together. So thank you to all you folks out there. I've seen a lot of friends and even musicians that normally wouldn't be out there on the party page tonight. Our buddy Rain Jaudon, he's under the weather. He's been quarantined. He's been tested for this awful virus, but he said, I want to still do the segment tonight. So we're going to talk to Rain and find out what's going on with him. I'm going to play a song here, and we will talk to Rain in just a couple of minutes. This is A1A Jake Thomas and Grouper and Beer. I think John Sherwin wanted to hear this one a week or so ago on Island Time. We'll talk to Rain in just a couple minutes.
Fisherman's treat, a tourist feast, black and a fried, Lord, I can't decide. Well, I like mine, well, slaw and fries. It tastes great with a cold Miller Lite. Grouper and beer, grouper and beer, I can have it every day of the year. Grouper and beer, grouper and beer, you can buy it in a market, enjoy it on a pier. No, there ain't nothing better than grouper and beer. Well, I like scallops, shrimp, and halibut, but there's only one fillet that I crave. A big yellowfin, red or black, Lord, that fish keeps me coming back. Grouper and beer, grouper and beer, I can have it every day of the year. Grouper and beer, grouper and beer, you can buy it in the market, enjoy it on a pier. No, there ain't nothing better than grouper and beer. Enjoy it on a pier. No, there ain't nothing better than grouper and beer. You can buy it in the market, enjoy it on a pier. No, there ain't nothing better than grouper and beer. Let's head on down to Calypso Joe's and have us some grouper fingers and a cold beer. Check out the catch of the day. Maybe it's a big one. Hell, I hope so.
Rain in New Orleans, rain on the radio. If you're down in the Big Easy, rain can show you where to go. Here comes the rain, here comes the rain, here comes the rain, here comes the rain.
All righty, thank you, Bob Carwin. We're going to go down to New Orleans, talk to our buddy Rain Jaudon. He's going to tell us where to go. Rain.
Hey, how's it going out there in Radio Land?
Oh, these are tough times, Rain. I tell you what, I'm not happy about it at all. And
I understand that.
You are a little under the weather these days, and you've been hanging out at home, right?
Yeah, I have been in bed since somewhere around March 19th.
Okay.
They shut us down in in New Orleans. The mayor and the governor all decided on the 16th of March to come in to Bourbon Street and lock it all down on a Monday night. So they shut us down and sent us all home and told us to stay there.
I remember the pictures you posted that night, yeah.
Yeah. And then about 3 days later, I had the dry cough and then fever, and the next morning, even a higher fever. So I went to the local clinic to get tested for this COVID virus, and being 4 days a week in New Orleans and diabetic and high blood pressure, I figured I was a red flag. And of course, they tested me for the regular flu, and that came up negative. But she said there was definitely something viral.
Okay.
But chief medical officer said no to the COVID test, so they sent me home with cough syrup. So I spent the next week in bed on Tylenol and cough medicine, and finally got a clinic that would test me, so I'm just waiting on the results, which hopefully show up tomorrow.
Oh, really? So you did?
I have been in isolation quarantine for a good 15, 16 days going on here.
So you actually did finally get the test with it, and that's a good thing, and hopefully you can find out for sure what this is.
Waiting on the result. But
yeah.
Yeah, I know it's bad all over, and I hate it for all the trop rock musicians. We've all got thousands of dollars worth of work that we've lost, and festivals that have had to cancel. But I've been able to follow social media and see a lot of folks are able to do some streaming and some virtual concerts. And of course, folks have been great. They've been hitting me up on PayPal and Venmo, showing me love and support. And of course, they've been hitting. We just released a new New Orleans Love T-shirt on andwedrink.com tonight, and noticed a young lady from General Motors just purchased one right before the show. So I want to tell Miss Rachel Wheeler, my cousin Rachel, thanks for buying the first shirt. But y'all definitely check out the NOLA Love shirt. Brand new design, but heck, I haven't been able to really keep up with the cases going on outside of Louisiana and Mississippi. But for those of you that may not know, we've got over 4,000 cases of COVID in Louisiana, and almost 1,500 of those are right there in the New Orleans area.
Yeah, it's
so they say wash your hands, social distance, keep your butt at home.
Yeah, exactly. You guys had Mardi Gras on. Obviously, the timing was awful. We didn't realize how bad this was when that was going on, and so a lot of folks got infected there, or got picked up.
Well, and right after that, we had St. Patty's, and of course the parades all got canceled, but folks had plans to come into town. Of course, all the spring breakers are still coming down, but if you have not seen any footage of Bourbon, visit some of the live webcams. You'll see it's all boarded up and empty.
Yes, everywhere. It's just driving around today. I still can't believe this is happening. Well, soon as I'm feeling better, we're going to be putting together some live streams, and of course, they're on our YouTube channel. We've been trying to upload videos from past shows to kind of keep people mindful of what we enjoy doing and keep us posted there. Of course, you can always find the link on rhythmandrain.com as well. They're on the homepage. Everything I've been reading, Rain, is as long as you're relatively healthy and have a strong immune system, that you probably will just have a sickness for a while, and we pray that that's what's happening with you.
That's what I'm hoping. And unfortunately, 41% of the fatalities with this have the same health issues I have. So I do appreciate everybody's support, and everybody's touching base with me every day. It's great, but I am in the highest fatality bracket there, being diabetic and high blood pressure. But I've got a great group of folks here taking care of me, and I'm getting fed and staying hydrated and taking my meds. And
we're not letting you, Rain. We're not letting you go that easy, Rain.
I agree. Hated to see Joe Diffie go so quick. That was a big shock to my system.
Yeah, absolutely.
And to see John Prine be critical, it was good to have a positive report from John Prine's folks today.
Yes.
But, and it just broke my heart that I couldn't go into the other room and pick up my guitar and record a John Prine tune for him. But,
well,
at some point, I'll be healthy enough to get back out there and at least do some singing online.
That would be great, man. And folks, if you want to help Rain out, go check that T-shirt. I'm going to check that out. It's
check it out at andwedrink.com. Of course, all the websites, you always push rhythmandrain.com and rainontheinternet.com, but the store is there at andwedrink.com. I think all the shirts get printed and shipped separately, so you don't have to worry about my sick butt touching them and shipping them. And the steel Bourbon Street signs and the koozies, I'll have family sending those out, so you don't have to worry about that either. it'll be a virus-free shipment, whatever you order.
Virus-free. Well, Rain, I'm very confident you're going to be okay. Keep us posted by in the next few days. I'm sure you will do that. And
yeah. I'm trying to constantly keep the Facebook page updated for folks.
Not only myself, but the Parrothead Nation prayers are out there for you. And
thank you, sir. We're praying for all of y'all because it's going to take a while to get past all of this.
I know. I'm hoping. I don't know. Nobody can guess a timeline, but I'm praying that it's sooner than later. So.
Yeah, I agree. We all got to get back to work.
Absolutely. All right, my friend, Rain Jaudon, thank you. Considering the situation, thanks for
and thanks
calling.
For keeping the show on the air, giving us all something to listen to on a Monday night, man. You do great work.
I appreciate that, man. And we're gonna do a rhythm and rain song tonight. It is
Lord,
Jim Croce classic. Don't Mess with Jim. I believe we have queued up here. Rain Jaudon, thanks so much for taking some time tonight, my friend.
Hey, thumbs up, my friend. Take care of yourself.
Get well soon, brother.
Thank you.
Uptown got his hustlers, Mountain River got his bum. 42nd Street got Big Jim walking. He's a fool soon, son of a gun. Yeah, big and dumb as a man can come, but hell stronger than a contra horse. Now the bad folks all get together at night. Don't they all call him Big Jim Boss? Just because. And I see it all good on Superman's cake. You don't speed into the wind. You don't pull mask off and no long range. And now you don't mess around with Jim, but I do it out. Now I'm South Alabama, come a country boy. See, I'm looking for a man named Jim. I have my pool suit and boy, my name is Willie McCoy. Back home they call me Slim. I'm looking for the king of 46th Street, driving a drop-top Cadillac. Now we get took our money, may seem funny, but I come and take my money back. Every bottle still Jack. See, I don't look on Superman's cake. You don't speed into the wind. You don't pull mask off and no long range. And now you don't mess around with Jim, but I do it on the oh, go ahead. Well, them rebels did Jack. Don't you know? See, you don't look on Superman's cake. You don't speed into the wind. You don't pull the mask off and no long range. And now you don't mess around with Jim, but I do it on the dee. Here we go. Well, a hush came over the pool room when Jim come bopping in off of the streets. Not a cutting was done, only fighting wasn't bloody with the soles of the big man's feet. Now he was good about 100 places, and he was shot in a couple more. Said you better believe I sung a different kind of story. Big Jim hit the floor. Oh. You know, see, you don't look on Superman's cake. You don't speed into the wind. You don't pull the mask off and no long range. And now you don't mess around with Slim. Yeah, that's right, Big Jim got his hat. Found out where I said it ain't hustling people strange to you neither. If you got a two-piece, custom-made pool cue. Yeah, now you don't look on Superman's cake. You don't speed into the wind. You don't pull the mask off and no long range. And now you don't mess around with Slim.
This is Rain with the Rhythm and Rain Trio. I'm down around Biloxi, and you're listening to DK the DJ on Island Time.
Well, we got winners, we got losers, chain smokers and boozers, and we got high techs, we got bikers, and plenty of thirsty hitchhikers, and the girls next door dress up like movie stars. I love this bar. Now we got divorcees and a big old bouncer man. We got dancing girls, we got a damn good band. We got the waitresses, yeah, we got barflies. We got a dumbass, we got a wise guy. And if we get too drunk, you can sleep out in your car. I sure love this bar. I love my bar. My kind of place. But just walking through that front door, it puts a big smile on my face. No cover charge. Come as you are. I love this bar. And I like my truck. I like my truck. I like my lady. I like your girlfriend. I like to take her out to dinner, taking a movie now and then. But I love my bar. It's my kind of place. We just strolling around the dance floor, keeps a big smile on my face. It ain't too far, so come as you are. I so love this bar. 'Cause we got redheads, we got deadheads, we got a bunch of juicers, some potheads, and we got Cabo. Now we got Tahoe. Come on, baby, the whole world's gonna wobble. And we all know just exactly who we are. Don't we know? I love this bar. Well, I love this bar. Woo, yes, I do.
I'm gonna drink up the life on the island tonight. Cold margarita, some salt and a lime. Girls in bikinis dancing in the sand. What are you waiting for? Strike up the band. I'm gonna drink up the life on the island tonight. Cold margarita, some salt and a lime. Girls in bikinis dancing in the sand. What are you waiting for? Strike up the band. What are you waiting for? Strike up the band.
All right, brand new music to Island Time tonight. That is Kimberly Helton and the Chuck Freeman Band and Drink Up the Life. Before that, we had Sammy Hagar in there with I Love This Bar. Of course, a song that Toby Keith made big, but Sammy put his own Cabo Wabo lyrics to that one. And Sammy, I think Sammy's a part-time trop rocker as well, I tell you what. DK, Dennis King on duty. It is the Island Time Radio Show. Check out our website when you get a chance. It's itrshow.com. We have encores on Beachfront Radio, Shore Life Radio, Radio A1A, and Surf 97. And we have a podcast starting on Wednesday. You can download that or play that anytime you want, 24/7 if you can't stay up late with us on Monday night. But we love the folks that do stay up late with us on Monday. It's a party, I tell you what. And this isolation thing has actually spawned a few songs, and I got a hold of one of them anyway. This is Jeff and the Camaros from FLA Way with a song about what's been going on these days. This is If Beer Was the Cure on Island Time.
If beer was the cure, oh how happy we would be. If beer was the cure, oh how happy we would be. The world would be a better place. Stick around and see. If beer was the cure, oh how happy we would be. A lot of things are going down and shaking everyone. You can't watch the news without feeling the blues. Makes me wanna go and get my gun. I'm socially distanced and self-isolated. We all know it ain't fun. But as long as that golden elixir's for me, I think you know the one. If beer was the cure, oh how happy we would be. If beer was the cure, oh how happy we would be. The world would be a smarter place, but just wait and see. If beer was the cure, oh how happy we would be. I can't find no soap to wash my hands, no paper to keep my ass clean. Can't find no masks to breathe the air. Could bourbon be the vaccine? Keep our hopes up. They tell us to stay inside. No matter what they say, it may soon go away or keep making us run and hide. I'm tired of reruns already, and it's only been a week. But as long as I have the drink I need, I'll have the health I seek. If beer was the cure, happy we would be. If beer was the cure, oh how happy we would be. I'd be the healthiest man on the planet. You can stick around and see if beer was the cure. Oh, how happy we would be if beer was the cure. How happy we would be.
Today I'm doing nothing. I got nothing scheduled today. Next week I may do something, but today nothing's good. What more can I say? I'll spend the day doing nothing, 'cause nothing I know is okay. And when I'm doing nothing, it usually takes the whole day. I'm doing nothing when nothing is right. Everything's wrong. Try thinking of nothing and just sing along. Today I did nothing right. Nothing I did was wrong. The only misstep that I made all day was not doing nothing but writing this song. Sometimes the best course of action is to do nothing at all. 'Cause when you're doing nothing, you're usually having a ball. I'm doing nothing when nothing seems right. Everything's wrong. Try thinking of nothing and just sing along. Nothing makes me feel peaceful. Nothing makes me serene. Nothing's as close to heaven as I'll get. So some might say that nothing is sacred to me. Right now there's nothing on my mind. I can't think of anything else. It's not like I've lost it or I'm going insane. It's just right now nothing's on my brain. There's nothing I like more than nothing, but we all know nothing ain't free. That's why when I'm doing something, I usually charge a large fee. Let's all do nothing when nothing seems right. Everything's wrong. Try thinking of nothing and just sing along. Let's all do nothing when nothing seems right. Everything's wrong. Try thinking of nothing and just sing along.
There's a world where I can go and tell my secrets to. In my room
celebrating our 20th anniversary of being on Island Time. It's the Island Time radio show on 88.3 The Sting.
When you're down and confused and you don't remember who you're talking to, concentration slips away because your baby so far away, and there's a rose in the fisted glove, and the eagle flies with the dove. If you can't be with the one you love, honey, love the one you with. 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 Don't be angry. Don't be sad. Don't sit crying over good times you had. There's a girl right next to you. You know she's just waiting for something to do. And there's a rose in a fisted glove, and the eagle flies with the dove. If you can't be with the one you love, honey, love the one you with. Love the one you with. Love the one you with. Turn your heartache right into joy. She's a girl, and you're a boy. Get it together, gotta make it nice. You ain't gonna need any more advice. And there's a rose in the fisted glove, and the eagle flies with the dove. If you can't be with the one you love, honey, gotta love the one you with. Love the one you with. Love the one you with. Love the one you with.
There he is, Mr. Jim Asbell out of Atlanta, GA. That is from his first album a few years ago called Man Overboard. And the great cover of the Stephen Stills classic, Love the One You're With, right here in Island Time tonight. Let's see, before that we had a couple of songs in reaction to the isolation situation we're in. Nothing. I thought I heard that this week. I said, this is perfect. Sam Rainwater out of Phoenix, Arizona way. And we also had In My Room, the Beach Boys, where a lot of folks are having to stay in their rooms. And when that song came out, that song was really, it was cutting edge because nobody had ever done a introspective type song like that at the time. And what a great one. And Don't Mess with Jim, Rhythm and Rain, Rain Jaudon, of course, and another song actually recorded like this week in response to everything that's going on. If beer was the cure, then everything would be okay. I tell you what, we're trying to make beer the cure right here in Island Time.
Celebrating 20 years.
20 years of trop rock on WBWC Berea.
Well, I tried to make it Sunday, but I got so damn depressed. So I set my sights on Monday, and I got myself undressed. Now I ain't ready for the altar, but I do agree there's times when a woman sure can be good friend of mine. Yeah! Well, I keep on thinking about you, sister golden and surprise, and I just can't live without you. Can't you see it in my eyes? I've been what for correspondent. I've been too hard to find, but it doesn't mean, girl, you ain't been on my mind. No! Oh, will you meet me in the middle? Will you meet me in the air? Do you love me just a little? Just enough to show you care. But I tried to fake it, I don't mind saying, I just can't make it. Help us out, it goes like this. Put your hands together, come on. All right. Well, I keep on thinking about you, sister golden and surprise, and I just can't live without you. Can't you see it in my eyes? I've been one for correspondent. I've been too hard to find, but it doesn't mean, girl, you ain't been on my mind. Will you meet me in the middle? Will you meet me in the air? You love me just a little, just enough to show you care. But I tried to fake it, I don't mind saying, I think we're gonna make it. Oh, my shua, 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 yeah. Oh, my shua, 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 oh, my shua.
It's a different kind of sort of situation. It's all so funny to me. My heart has locked away the answer, and I've thrown away the key. An unnecessary, complicated problem, one that charges a toll, spreads from within like a cancer, infuriates my soul. I'll be living the rest of my days thinking empty promises and throwing them away. I won't give in, no matter how cruel. Some just find it hard to live the golden rule. But out of the blue, yeah, my feet lift off the ground, and all of me resounds, yeah. Out of the blue, yeah, you see me in the light, intentionally found. Gotta take my mind away from all the crazy, get away as far as I can, 'cause the more you give, the more they plunder. They crucify your vibe and litigate your thunder. If the price of cutting loose seems too heavy, just compare the pain to the cost of giving everything you have, then living without the life you've lost. I'll be searching the rest of my days for anything that's positive, getting lost in my own maze. You'll be certain to see me sometime, floating on superlatives. complete with a voice away on my shoulders. I fly, escaping without care, rising in the air. I broke free at last. Out of the blue, yeah, I see things as they are. I'm shining like a star, yeah. Out of the blue, yeah, the hurt just slips away, and I am here to stay, yeah. Out of the blue, yeah, my feet lift off the ground, and all of me resounds, yeah. Out of the blue, you see me in the light, intentionally found.
There's all kinds of weather on your voyage of life. Prepare for November, tie those lines down tight. Push will come to shove, find someone to love. Steer you clear from all your fears so you can dance in the sunlight to those steel drums and have some fun. Listen till you can't get enough. Life's a full sail, drink it up. And your life is like the ocean, and your days are like the waves. Slapping on the shoreline, don't let the good ones get away. Push will come to shove, find someone to love, to steer you clear from all your fears so you can dance, dance again to those steel drums. Take in that sun and do it till you can't get enough. Life's a full sail, drink it up. Venture out of that safe harbor, let the trade winds fill your sail. There's so much to discover, mark your own trail. And if the sea should engulf you and your ship should become a wreck, stand on your bow and shout out loud, it's a only leg of that. 'Cause your life is like the ocean and your days are like the waves. Slapping on the shoreline, don't let the good ones get away. Push will come to shove, find someone to love, to steer you clear from all your fears so you can dance, dance forever to those steel drums and share some rum. Do it till you can't get enough. Life's a full sail, drink it up. Life's a full sail, drink it up. Life's a full sail. Drink it up.
her at a bar in the Florida Keys. She was right at home and feeling at ease, drinking whiskey and soaking up the sunshine. Grooving to the sound of a tropical band, feet in the sand and a smoke in her hand. She knew every word to every song. So go back home. She's on the road. Yeah, yeah. Oh, Verona, why don't you go down to the beaches of Mexico, far from the sleet and snow? Cold Corona, you'd be riding home, singing along to your favorite song. That's where you got to go. Yeah, yeah. Well, we had a few beers and we got to talking. Finished our round and we started walking. She knew every joint around this town. It didn't take long, we could start to hear another little band playing by the pier. They waved her in and sat us right inside. Sangria in hand, flowers in band. Yeah, yeah. Oh, Verona, why don't you go down to the beaches of Mexico, far from the sleet and snow? Cold Corona, you'd be right at home, singing along to your favorite song. That's where you got to go. Ontario will miss you so when you're gone. Miss sunshine. Why don't you go down to the beaches of Mexico, far from the sleet and snow? Cold Corona, you'd be right at home, singing along to your favorite song. That's where you got to go. Oh, Verona, why don't you go down to the beaches of Mexico, far from the sleet and snow? With the cold Corona, you'd be right at home, singing along to your favorite song. That's where you got to go. Yeah, yeah. Oh, Verona.
All right, that is from Austin, Texas Way, Jonas Lawrence and Verona Corona. He talked about it on the show just before Music on the Bay. He wrote it for this great fan that was in the audience. I believe she's from Canada, Great White North. And we finally got to meet her at Music on the Bay. And she was posting how depressed she is these days because she can't go anywhere. And so I think Jonas did a little live video for her today. How fun is that? DKA, Dennis King on duty. That is Verona Corona, Jonas Lawrence. And we also had in there Sister Golden Hair live from America. A little while ago, the Beach Boys Within My Room. And Out of the Blue from Quincy Yates and Love the One You're With, Jim Asbell, all tonight on Island Time. DK, Dennis King on duty. We're having a good time, making the best of it again on a Monday night party.
Fins Up LG is bringing a Little Key West and New Orleans to Lake George, New York. Taking place June 19th through the 21st, 2020, Fins Up LG will be celebrating parrotheads and Mardi Gras lovers in one awesome music festival. Over 20 musical acts on 2 main stages for continuous music. It will feature Trop Rock Award winners, Jimmy Buffett tribute acts, along with some incredible Zydeco and Cajun music. A party with a purpose event. Fins Up LG will donate $10 from every ticket to the St. Jude's Children's Hospital. For a full lineup, schedule, and ticket details, visit finsuplg.com.
Fins Up LG, and Lake George, New York, and now we're we've already known that April things aren't going to happen, in May maybe. Now we're starting to get nervous about June, so I sure hope that this thing doesn't screw that up as well, because it sounds like a fantastic event there in upstate New York. All right, DK on duty. We have a request tonight for Corey Young out of Las Vegas. As far as I know, the only trop rocker based in Las Vegas, and All She Does right here on Island Time.
Got a message waiting on her phone, sitting in the dash, baking in the sun. She's on the beach towel, getting on her tan, little umbrella with the Japanese fan. Well, she's supposed to be at work, they all know where she is. Man, there ain't no 12-step program for this. All she does is beach, 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 from the time the sun comes up till the sun goes down. Well, she won't give it up, whether it's a voicemail, email, or text. I guess I'm SPF'd, 'cause she'll be out of reach. All she does is beach. All she does is beach. Turn down offers to rub in her lotion. Gets a little hot, takes a dip in the ocean. Right about noon, visits the tiki. After a few, been known to get freaky. And she'll be throwing my ties down until she's sinking in the sand. These days, it's a little out of hand. All she does is beach, 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 from the time the sun comes up till the sun goes down. Yeah, she won't give it up, whether it's a voicemail, email, or text. I guess I'm SPF, 'cause she'll be out of reach. All she does is beach. All she does is beach. Well, she don't beach about the dishes, she don't beach about the house. And when that girl walks through the door, I ain't got nothing to beach about. All she does is beach, 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 from the time the sun comes up till the sun goes down. Well, she won't give it up, whether it's a voicemail, email, or text. Well, I guess I'm SPF, 'cause she'll be out of reach. All she does is beach. All she does is beach. Yeah, beach, 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 beach. Ooh, oh yeah.
You can do it on a dinghy. You can do it on the deck of a 5-night cruise on a souped-up blingy, 50-foot racer, or even on a little canoe. A sail or a motor, as long as it's a floater, no need to overthink it. Just throw your anchor down, pull the liquor out, mix you up around and drink it and get ship-faced. There ain't nothing to it, ship-faced. Anyone can do it, something about being out on the water makes you want to party just a little bit harder. Ship-faced, you heard me right, it's ship-faced. The way to describe being drunker than a pirate, feeling no pain. Holler if you want to get ship-faced. You can do it with your sister, with your buddies, or even with your buddies' wives. Do it sitting on a cooler, or in a teak recliner, or dancing in a conga line.
You can do it understated, do it bucket naked, doing while you're taking a toll. With beer, sangria, rum or tequila, whatever floats your boat. And get ship-faced, there ain't nothing to it. Ship-faced, well, anyone can do it. Something about being out on the water makes you want to party just a little bit harder. Ship-faced, you heard me right, it's ship-faced. The way you're describing, drunker than a pirate, feeling no pain. Holler if you want to get ship-faced. Talking about ship-faced, there ain't nothing to it. Ship-faced, hell, anyone can do it. Something about being out on the water makes you want to party just a little bit harder. Ship-faced, well, you heard me right, it's ship-faced. The way you're describing, drunker than a pirate, feeling no pain. Holler if you want to get ship-faced. Yeah, ship-faced.
There's only so long they'll be kids.
She said right now's the wrong time for this.
A big trip together sure sounds fun.
Face it, we've got too much going on. It's the wrong time, not the right time. But we've got a lifetime to have a good time someday.
One night at work, he said, "Now, Mom, please don't think I'm a jerk, but this project takes up all the time I have. When things slow down, I'll come visit you and Dad. It's just the wrong time, not the right time, but I promise I'm gonna see you sometime soon." One step ahead of the one there in the mirror.
You can't flip the hourglass and get another shot.
No second chances, one's all you got.
And takes out his daddy's picture. He wishes he had been there, but how was he to know? Puts down that picture, picks up his phone and says,
"Yeah, I know you guys are all grown up. You got kids and jobs and bills and all that stuff, but your mom and I believe it just can't wait. There's this trip. Now come on, what do you say? Sure, it's the wrong time, but it's the right time.
Who says the wrong time ain't the right time?
And right now the wrong time is the right time. satisfied. Drifting and drifting like a ship at sea. Her love is killing me. Burning hot, a big flame, clear like a shotgun on a 22 frame. She's got soul, she's got a lot of heart. Knows how to make the best plans fall apart. And I ain't worth half the man I used to be. Her love is killing me. Up and on like a flashing light. First thing in the morning and the last thing at night. Twisting and turning like a hurricane. Her love is driving me insane. My head hurts, my body aches. I quit drinking, but I got the shakes. So sore I can hardly walk, and I just bumble when I try to talk. Stumbling and tumbling like a bumblebee. Her love is killing me. Her love is killing me. Be alright. I can see that wicked look in your eyes. Looks like we gonna be heroes. I can't relax. I'm uptight. I'm taking pain relievers every night. So tense, I can't cope. And I'd be hanging if I had some rope. Flipping and tripping like a loud hippie. Her love is killing me. Her love is killing me.
Most of us Parrot Heads are Huey Lewis and the News fans as well, and he has a brand new album out. It's an EP. It's like 7 songs. Fantastic stuff. This release is called Weather, and that is the single. There's a video out there for that one. Her Love is Killing Me. Huey Lewis and the News on Island Time tonight. And before that, we had Mark Mulligan from out west way, Arizona way, and Mexico Mark, of course. Sometimes he plays in Mexico. Along with Wendy Newcomer, a duet on that one, The Right Time. All She Does, by request tonight, Corey Young. And it's all tonight. That's right. And Ship-Faced. How could we forget that? Aaron Schurz. Also, my buddy Dave Overholt in Brunswick, Ohio, said, hey, is there anything going on to help the musicians in this time of need? And Dave, we talked about it at the beginning of the show, so I will repeat a little bit. troprock.org/artist relief. The challenge has been put forth to all the Parrot Head clubs all over the country. If we could get $250 from every Parrot Head club in the nation and internationally, they would have $50,000 right away to give to all the musicians. So that's the challenge. Jon Burns was telling me about earlier in the show. The website to donate to that is troprock.org/artist relief. All right. I know. I mean, I'm a little confused here. I don't have my usual weather forecast. The cloudy skies at 39 is for Tuesday. Wednesday is April 1st, 42 for a high, partly cloudy. Then Thursday, April 2nd, we got 46 degrees and sunny skies, 41 degrees at last check here on Island Time tonight. All right, let's get back to the music. It is home stretch time of the show. That's right, Jimmy Buffett.
Some of
us sailors call her home. She's big and she's strong and she's mighty. Some of us sailors call her our own. I guess that's the reason why I treat her like a lady. Treat her like a lady. Well, I don't like the sound of the ground moving round or wind spinning out of control. California earthquakes only seem to make me shake, rattle, and roll. I've been too long on the mainland, hotels, rent-a-cars, and phones. It's time to cast them aside, catch the very next tide, and go back where I belong. Some of us sailors call her home. She's big and she's strong and she's mighty. Some of us sailors call her our own. I guess that's the reason why I treat her like a lady. Treat her like a lady. Now great whales travel the rum line, dodging those deadly harpoons, spawning their young as their ancestors done in the depths of her head lagoon. There are times I find myself with them, times I feel as they do. It's just a similar course, just a different source, and I'm in danger of extinction too. Some of us sailors call her home. She's big and she's strong and she's mighty. Some of us sailors call her our own. I guess that's the reason why I treat her like a lady. 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 And miss her when I'm gone.
Cool breeze, soothing DJ voice, and good music. Besides a coconut drink, what else do you need? You're listening to Island Time with Dennis King right here on 88.3.
Got out of town on a boat on a southern island, sailing a reach before the following sea. It was making for the trains on the outside, and the downhill run to Papagaday. Up the wind on this heading like the Marquesa. You got 80 feet of the waterline, nicely making way in a noisy bar in Avalon. I can't call you on the midnight watch. I realized why twice you ran away. Think about how many times I have fallen. Spirits are using me, but your voice is calling. While living brought you and me, can I
When you see the Southern Cross for the first time, you understand now why you came this way. Truth you might be running from is so small, but it's as big as the promise of the coming day. So I'm sailing for tomorrow, my dream of a dying. My love is an anchor tied with a silver chain. I have my ship on a flag of a flying. She might be gone and I go let, and music is her name. Think about how many times I have fallen. Spirits are you than me, Lord, your voice is calling. Whatever brought you and me cannot be forgotten. I have been around the world looking for that woman girl. Those love can endure, and you know it will. So we cheated and we lied and we tested, and we never failed to fail. It was the easiest thing to do. You will survive being bested. Somebody fine will come along, make me forget about loving you. And the Southern Cross, in the Southern Cross.
We've heard that so many times by Jimmy Buffett, we often forget that that is a Crosby, Stills, Nash classic, Southern Cross from 1982. That's a live version. I remember several years ago seeing Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young together in a show, and they did that one, and it was strange. I associate it so much with Jimmy at this point. But anyway, it was like a parrothead moment in the concert. Anyway, before that we had, let's see, Jimmy Buffett himself with Treat Her Like a Lady. And it's all tonight on Island Time. Couple things. I said Corey Young is in Vegas. I guess he's been to Michigan, and now he's in the Keys currently. So Corey's in the Keys. So no more Trop Rockers in Vegas, apparently, right now. And also, it is getting to be late night. And we're thinking about after tonight's show. Man Dog, are you ready? Social! Whoa!
Yes! Ziggy Zagga, hoi, hoi, hoi! Ziggy Zagga, hoi, hoi, hoi! 1, 2, 3, Sofa!
Man, will we have a party in the Island Time Facebook page tonight. Lots of folks, a lot of great musicians out there. Rich McGuire in Tampa. Fins up to you out there listening. A little while ago we had, I can't name everybody. Jim Asbell was there for a while. And on and on and on. I can't name them all. All right. Home stretch time of the show. We got time for a couple of more. This is Bahama Mama and the Painkillers from their great new CD called Life's a Beach. This is Paradise.
Hungry for some loving, ain't got no time to spend today. It seems like we've been starving. I just want your love, yeah, all the way. Oh, keep me up, yeah, keep it real. You can't imagine how I feel. Now's the time, is the place. Open up to my embrace. Well, just watch it now. We'll take it slow. And when I'm feeling good, I'll let you know. I'll say, baby, 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 I found my paradise, and he's lying next to me on the corner of the mattress where we both touch it now, we'll take it slow. And when I'm feeling good, I'll let you know. I'll say, baby, 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 well, I found my paradise, and he's lying next to me on the corner of the mattress where we both fall asleep. Early in the morning, rolling on your side, you're giving me a kiss, and now I'm in my paradise. Ooh, my paradise. I don't need no aeroplane. I don't need to get away. 'Cause when I'm with you, yeah, I'm on vacay. So right here's where I'll stay. 'Cause I found my paradise, and he's lying next to me on the corner of the mattress where we both fall asleep. Early in the morning, rolling on your side, you're giving me a kiss, and now I'm in my paradise. My paradise. My paradise. My paradise.
Down in the Keys, where the highway ends, I met a beautiful girl walking in the sand. She smiled at me, and my heart started sailing. The music was playing, I lost my head. And here's what I said: oh, Calypso girl, can I give you a whirl? Can I spin you around while the sun goes down like a big red pearl? I want you, I need you, I know I just met you, but I can't just let you walk out of my world. I think I'm in love with a Calypso girl. She wore a cotton dress, she had a sweet sachet. And when I asked her to dance, she gave a shy okay. And as I pulled her close, the Caribbean rum and the Trinidad drum got the better of me. I got down on my knee. Oh, Calypso girl, won't you give me a whirl? Could you please take a chance on a tourist romance and be my island pearl? I want you, I need you, I know I just met you, but I can't just let you walk out of my world. I think I'm in love with a Calypso girl. And I don't remember what happened next. I woke up alone in a hotel bed. Note on the mirror in heartbreak red said tonight was the best. Oh, Calypso girl, you sure gave me a whirl. Yeah, I came to the islands and you blew my mind, and I'm smiling still. I want you, I need you, I know I just met you, but I can't forget you nowhere in the world. 'Cause I fell in love with a Calypso girl. Yeah, I'm still in love with a calypso girl.
Here I am working another day. I'm working hard to make that pay, but what can I say? They catch me daydreaming of being on an island getaway, but I so try to focus on everything while my boss is right by my side. But what can I say? I'm on all the travel websites as my mind starts to drift away. Bring me a pina colada in the clear blue water. Ew, oh, I need to get away. It's the perfect invention for my pent-up tension. Ew, oh, and melt the stress away. I need a vacation, the kind that comes with a twist of lime. I tried a staycation, but I know that won't work this time. I want some fun in the sun and party with everyone. Ocean breeze, palm trees, and shots of rum. I need a vacation, the kind that come with tan lines. But here I am, still at work, watching the clock, zoning out to the tick-tock. My inbox just got an offer south of the border, beach resort, free flip-flops, and a big old sombrero, no mucho dinero. Hola, la, ya, I need to get away. Cabo Wabo tequila in my margarita. Hola, la, ya, I need to get away. I need a vacation, the kind that comes with a twist of lime. I tried a staycation, but I know that won't work this time. I want some fun in the sun and party with everyone. Ocean breeze, palm trees, and shots of rum. I need a vacation, the kind that come with tan lines. Tan lines, tan lines, that come with tan lines. That come with tan lines. Bring me a pina colada in the clear blue water. Ew, oh, I need to get away, but it's only 9:05 at work and still only Monday. Ew, oh, get me out this place. I need a vacation, the kind that comes with a twist of lime. I tried a staycation, but I know that won't work this time. I want some fun in the sun and party with everyone. Ocean breeze, palm trees, and shots of rum. I need a vacation, the kind that come with tan lines. Tan lines, tan lines, that come with tan lines. That come with tan lines. Tan lines, tan lines, that come with tan lines. That come with tan lines.
All right, that is a brand new artist to the show. He's got some really terrific songs, and that is Joe Trapini, I Need a Vacation. Before that, we had Jeff Dayton, Calypso Girl. We'll send that out to any Calypso girls listening tonight. Paradise, Bahama Mama, and the Painkillers. and Crosby, Stills, Nash a while ago with Southern Cross. That's going to do it for DK and the Island Time Radio Show tonight. Hey, everybody, thanks so much for listening and joining us in the virtual Tiki Bar. And I wanted to announce that we, in our party page, our live page, we only had 1,200 people in there a couple months ago, and we are now up to 1,500 members. How fun is that? And thanks to so many of you for joining us tonight. It was so much fun. Roger Bartlett, former coral reefer.